Spilling the tea with astrology. Spilling the tea with astrology. Spilling the tea with astrology. And witchy wisdom. Welcome back to my channel, folks. What is up? Please subscribe, like, share, comment. Make me look like I'm not talking to, well, I am talking to a camera, but help me feel like I'm not talking to just a camera. I mean, for me, this whole room is empty, you know. I don't get to see at any point who's watching or interact like a live on Facebook or something, so definitely please do comment so I feel like I'm interacting with people. And if this resonates for anybody too, it's like, if it makes sense to you. If you are a Taurus and none of this makes sense to you, again, comment, please. So, yeah. So this is, we're going to get more into, I did the male and female together last video. So this video, I'm supposed to start a timer. This video, I'm going to go into the Taurus Woman. So all the same things are true. She enjoys gardening. She enjoys the finest of foods. She's a foodie. Everything that's sensual to your five senses. You know, a foot rub my hair, rub my scalp, all of the things that are going to be soothing to her. Always looking for self-soothe through the five senses. Again, definitely likes things clean and neat and organized. Not that they always are, but she tries to keep them that way because she likes it that way. And so if you are into her, you can help her be more clean and organized. She would really dig that. She is going to want to be in charge of the finances unless you're another earth sign where you can collaborate. She's not likely to want nothing to do with the finances. You take it over. For parts of my life, when I was a stay-at-home mom, I kind of let my husband take over the finances. And looking back, it was very stifling. But that's from this point of view. While I was living the life of raising children and not, having him hand me the money, basically, I wasn't making my own money. I was happy. He never withheld weird things or played power trips with the money or anything, which can happen when in a situation as a stay-at-home mom and the dad's controlling the money. The dad can get really power trippy and, well, it's my money, it's my money, it's my, But my husband never did. It was the happiest times of my life, not having to worry about money, not having to worry about bills. It was very much so like being a kid. But when he passed away, I was like, oh shit, bro, I got to deal with money and bills and, things like that. I was in a better position because I broke up with him and was already dealing with some of the adulting that I had to put off for years during our relationship. But still, it was like, oh my God, what? But a Taurus, I'm a Scorpio, so I don't want to do with finances. I want to have enough money and not think about it. And it was kind of cool to spend 10 years of my life not thinking about it. But a Taurus woman is always thinking about it. She wants to know what's going on in the family budget or the couple's budget. Assuming you live together, definitely wants to have her say in the budget and wants to make sure her say, her opinion, her knowledge of financial, she's very frugal too, very frugal and good with money, which is an earth sign thing. If you have another earth sign paired with her or even an earth moon paired with her, they're going to want to be doing the finances together. Whereas if it is if it's an air, air sun or moon, water sun or moon, fire sun or moon, maybe less excited to do the finances and participate wholeheartedly. And know where every last dime is going, but the earth signs do want to know where every last penny is going, and they're definitely in some kind of control over finances. Both Aries men and women are they come off at least, not saying you are or they are, but Aries women come off very pure of heart, they like to have, vegetables out of their vegetable garden, and so they a lot of times they'll can it for the winter because they don't want the chemicals. They're very wholesome people. And that's what they come off very wholesome and pure, and they don't want to put anything in their body that is chemicals. They want their body to be wholesome and pure. So often a Taurus will exercise to keep their, they're more likely to exercise than other signs. I said they're sedentary, but I don't know. I think it depends. It totally depends. They are about their body, what shape it's in. Not so much what they look like, but what they feel like. They're about health. They're all about health nut stuff. They're like herbalists growing their herb garden so that they can, help with their own health. They're the type to go into holistic medicine because they don't want to put chemicals, Western pharmaceuticals in their body. That kind of a thing. So they're very holistic. They are very good with animals. So very, very good with animals. They're very, very wholesome in appearance. I mean, they may be, a sex maniac underneath of it, but I mean, their general demeanor as they're walking about town and living their lives, they're pretty pure and wholesome. So that is something that they do like. If you're going to bring them food or anything like that, or you're going to buy them shampoo, they're the type of person who would love the shampoo. Well, maybe not. Some of that shampoo and conditioner sucks, but maybe soap that's made homemade that has no chemicals in it. Maybe toothpaste with no fluoride, things that they're trying to purify their temple, so to speak. And that's why some of them like exercise. But if you have heavy water in your chart, your exercise is probably just going to work 70 hours a week. They like to work the traditional type of job, traditional being the 9 to 5, and they like to work more like 9 to 9. They like to put in overtime. They feel proud of themselves the harder they work. I'm the type of person that's like, okay, let me find something that's the least amount of work that makes the most amount of money. Let me, try to work like that. Whereas the hardworking Taurus, the opposite of me, is like working hard, 9 to 5ing it, or getting extra time, getting overtime, really, really throwing themselves into their work. And that person's less likely got the time to exercise. But if they have the time on their hands and they're working a job that, is part-time, or even part-time to them is 8 hours a day, for real. They've got time, I know a lot of Tauruses like the overtime. So, but if you're not into overtime, you're more likely to exercise because you're trying to purify your body and always do the right thing. Always do the right thing. Very important for a Taurus to do the right thing. My husband was an atheist. He didn't do the right thing because it was religious. He did the right thing because it was the right thing to do. And he believed, that doing the right thing all the time was a good thing and would bring back the good karma, which indeed it totally does. It brings back obviously doing good to others brings back the good karma. They're very sweet. They're nice. They're very nice. When they are kind, it doesn't feel fake or phony or nothing. They're very genuinely kind, concerned people. And, well, yeah, so on the Aries woman, she's another one who dresses, like I said, with designer clothing, but not much of it, and takes really good care of it, and is very simple, but understated fucking fashion sense, I like that. That's cool. I pay attention to people's fashion, that's who I am. Oh. In my morning videos, I'm coming off more tired. I'm not like as energetic as I have been during the evening videos. So, I don't know. Bear with me. I hope I still have some, I hope we're still having some fun around this joint, right? Oh, let me think what else. Again, being home buddies, they do they like movies. They're movie buffs. They really get into movies. They really listen to their music. They really do the things that you do at home. They love to cook. Normally, like I'm saying, this is a stereotypical Taurus. If you're a Taurus and I'm talking to you and you're like, that doesn't sound like me, hit me up. I'll tell you why it doesn't sound like you, because there's other placements in your main personality or entire chart. So, again, be careful with that. Maybe I'm taking on energy of Aries, woo, and taking on energies of a Taurus. Taurus is so mellow. So I feel really slow and mellow and just a little. I feel a little tired. I'm kind of dragging. So my energy is more of a Taurus energy, calm, reliable, relaxing. Just puts out this really good vibe that you want to be around the Taurus. I'm not saying they never get angry. They are a bull sign. They are the sign of the bull. They are a fixed sign of Earth. When they get angry, though, it doesn't happen very often because they really are nice and they let a lot of things go. But they're kind of passive aggressive because one day they've had enough. One day they've had enough and they snap. And when a Taurus snaps, you run. It's very scary. Just their voice, the sound of their voice, everything is just, whoa, scary when they get angry. But they don't stay angry, man, and it blows over, and they're very easygoing to talk about the situation. They just blow for a minute. When they blow, the throat shot, go crazy. The worst when they're mad a day. I think the worst a Taurus would be pissed off is to hold a day. And when they're pissed off, the cool thing about a Taurus is they will do the silent treatment versus the screaming and yelling. Because the screaming and yelling is just drama and noise pollution and just... too much. Just over. They don't handle that kind of stuff. They're mellow. They're not, high energy people to get angry. Like an Aries gets angry very loudly, where a Taurus gets very angry in a quiet, silent. They'll yell at you and you'll be like, what the fuck? Holy shit. And then they give you the silent treatment. And at first, especially with my husband, I was like, God, I hate the silent treatment. Just yell back at me, fight with me. Because I said in my chart I have some Libra and my Mars in Libra. So I do and Libra's definitely the type that likes to argue. And I do like to argue a little bit. So when I first met him, I was always trying to poke and prod him into an argument, And he actually changed me. I'm the kind of person who does not want drama in a relationship. I have taken on that characteristic of a Taurus where I would rather give the silent treatment. I try to. I'm a loudmouth. Oh, who am I kidding? I try to give the silent treatment just because it makes more sense. The person's got time to think about it. Everybody's got time to cool down. I try to walk away before throwing a gasket or throwing a hissy fit. And I've been doing good with the last mess train wreck of a relationship. It was when I would get angry, I would block them for a week, block them for a month, block them. So I just don't want to get angry in the yelling and screaming way. It's just, I can't do you right now, and if you just don't get out of my energy, I'm not going. I'm angry. I'm angry at you, and I don't know how else to stop and calm down being angry and how not to destroy you, destroy me, destroy the entire friendship. I just walk away. The silent treatment. And it's not like I block you because I hate you. I block you because I can't handle my own anger towards you. And I don't want to argue. I don't want the drama. I want the peace and quiet. And that's a Taurus characteristic that my husband, before he died, definitely gave to me. I don't want the argument. You can't argue with silence. And that I will say that every chance I can get. Whenever there is an argument, the best idea is to just shut down and do the silent treatment because you can't argue with silence. Now, you can be angry, but still silent. Your head's rushing around, but your mouth is silent because you put that rah, 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 rah out in the air, it's going to come back at you. You don't want it. You just don't want it. So Taurus have taught me anything. They've taught me to be calm, mellow, as most as possible, avoid arguing. So avoiding arguing is like the coolest thing they taught me. Definitely giving the silent treatment. Again, I will definitely harp on, you can't argue with silence, and that's the thing. I will say, because they're homebodies, that sometimes you may find yourself bored because they don't like to go out a lot. So you might have to, light a fire under their ass to go out. However, it depends on if their signs are in other planets that are active and like to go out. Because Aries likes to go out. Let's, for example, because we just talked about it. So, a Taurus person who seems like a boring, quiet homebody, I mean, they make life at home so much wonderful place to be that, it's easy to stay home with them. But if you have an Aries moon as a Taurus, you might be more likely to be active, into sports, into training, into doing things like that. I'm back to talking about men and male Tauruses, but everything I've said for the male Taurus in the last couple of seconds here does apply to women as well. Women are very pure looking. They come off very wholesome. They look like they are, the Virgin Mary who's never done anything wrong in their lives. And it's hard to get mad at them in the first place. So you honestly, boring is good. It's very stable. If you're looking for stability in your life because you've had an unstable life, or you've had stability and you're like, I crave stability, I want that back in my life now that I've broken up with this person, So if you're a Taurus female who you're providing the stability. So on the behalf of all men everywhere, thank you for providing stability, because that is something that you're the rock, you're the stability, you're the one that stays calm in every crazy situation. You're the one who has it, thinks about it and doesn't get upset and moves very slowly. Mind you, Tauruses do move very slowly, especially in getting together with somebody. It seems like a process, and you're like, should I date somebody else? Is this guy still interested? Is this girl still interested? This girl is still interested. She moves slowly and cautiously with the fear of getting hurt with the arguments. So that's why they try to make the peace and keep the stability. So people may call them boring, but I think they're boring in a magnificent way. I'm attracted to it because my Scorpio is opposite their Taurus, and opposite signs on the astrological wheel will attract. The opposite of Aries, hilarious enough, is Libra. So there may be in an Aries Libra, there's a sexual attraction, but it always comes from the arguing. It's like the back and forth, the banter, that might turn on the Aries Libra dynamic. Is little arguments, not like screaming death blowout matches, but keeping it going with a little argument. And I don't like that, but can't knock people who do like that. Basically, that's who they are, and that's how they prefer to flirt. They flirt through like an argumentative kind of weird way with Aries and Libra dynamic. Scorpio Taurus dynamic, silent treatment, calm, stability, no real craziness. The Taurus will tame the crazy Scorpio, because the Scorpio comes in with Mars in their chart. They're like, rah, rah, rah. They want to fight too. They do. Like I was saying, very similar to Aries, and with sharing Mars as well as Pluto. Scorpio does like to fight, but spending enough time with your Taurus man, spending enough time with your Taurus lady, you will learn by osmosis and watching an example how to calm yourself down, how to handle your emotions better, how to not have outbursts. So I definitely feel like, that is the greatest thing about any Taurus. So your Taurus female is the nicest, sweetest, down-to-earth, calmest. They usually like cooking and baking and gardening, and they're just very pure of heart, while always making sure there's an eye on the money. You know what I'm saying? They're definitely about the money. They often wear the natural look with makeup, or they don't wear makeup at all. They appear very pure. If you are a Taurus woman who wears a lot of makeup, you may want to check your other placements. The one exception to the rule is I know Cher is a Taurus. I don't know the rest of her chart, and I should go check it out online, because she's obviously with the makeup, the crazy outfits that are sexy as fuck. They're not a Taurus. That's not a Taurus aesthetic. A Taurus aesthetic is very calm, jeans, t-shirt, no makeup, easy. You're all American next door neighbor girl. You know what I'm saying? So Cher not fitting that stereotype. I'd love to check into her, into her astrology, definitely. But a lot of other things I've said about the feminine Taurus is going to fit Cher, just not her aesthetic, her appearance, her stage thing. Tauruses normally it's a feminine sign. They're also, I said it more than once in the last video, I think, but that makes them often, the feminine is more of an introvert. So Cher is also a hell of an extrovert, which is not, again, Taurus-like of a female Taurus. So I wonder what her other signs are in, especially her ascendant, how she comes off to the world. You know, is it in Leo? Leo is the sign of the stage performer, you know what I'm saying? So very well may be some fire in their chart, because fire is definitely the sexy, the outgoing, the loud on stage, the loud personality. Oh, excuse me. Okay, party people, this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Have a great Sunday. And, yeah. Donations are totally awesome and welcome. And I have a link to Cash App and PayPal in the donations. I give psychic readings, which is my day job, and I earn most of my money from, and it is amazing, and you will be amazed. Check out my prices for readings or my link to readings. I also do now the astrology birth chart and the astrology comparison chart, so do find those links in the description box. And with that, I'm suggesting you email me or Facebook Messenger me. Facebook Messenger comes in my face. I don't check email as often as I should. So I do have my Facebook link in the description as well. Add me as a friend. You know, this is the main account I work out of, just because I'm not that tech savvy and I haven't really had to get into Instagram, which I never did. I have an account with like 0 activity on it, you know. But I may get into TikTok and actually have some of the same videos going up on TikTok that are going on here. Yeah, so whatever. Have a great rest of your Sundays, I've already said. And let me ring us out with the singing bowl. I didn't sing for my last video, so what the fuck. Here we go. All is well. Enjoy the rest of your day.